So, we want to learn how to beat Malenia. So, if you're watching this video, you're probably a mage, and you're like, why isn't Comet Azure one-shotting this boss? Well, there is a certain strategy that you have to learn how to do in order to beat this. There's probably other ones, but this is just the one that I use. So, if we take a look at what I'm using here for stat-wise, just make sure that you have 80 intellect, because that'll get you the damage you need in order to beat this boss. So like if you have like spare faith arcane points, just put it into intelligence, uh, and then after the boss you can just change it back. Health wise, I don't think I'd say at least have like 30. I think I had 30 the first time I did this boss. And then mind, obviously the more you have the better, but don't go too crazy on it. Like I'd say have like 30 health, 80 intelligence. No, that's not gonna work. Actually, never mind. Just just once you level up everything how you want it, just put the rest of everything in mind. And then obviously you want, I guess, a bit of dexterity and endurance. I don't know exactly what stats you would need, but I don't know the perfect ones. And then for my armor, I have the only thing that really matters here is going to be the Azure Glintstone Crown, because obviously I'm wearing Malenia's Greaves already for that toe armor, but you're not going to have that if you haven't beat Malenia yet, so just get like anything that gives you medium load. Your best medium load options is what you're going to use, and then you're going to want Radagon's Scar Seal. That's about the only like must-have talisman I can imagine. These two are also nice to have, just cause it's more damage and you want damage. Then I'm just using this one because it gives me less FP consumption. And then I have the Jellyfish Shield for that 20% extra damage. And I do recommend you get your weapons as high as possible before doing this boss. I don't have them completely maxed out, but I do have my scepter completely maxed out. And this is the scepter you're gonna want, because the passive effects on this are very important, because for incantations we're gonna want to be using something like this. I'm using the Golden Vow for that extra damage and defense, and then these two don't really matter. We're gonna use Stars of Ruin, Glintstone Ice Rag, and Ronnie's Dark Moon. If you don't have Ronnie's Dark Moon, you can always use Renala's Full Moon. It just won't be as good. And then we got Comet Azure. If you don't have like all of this stuff, I'd say the main two things that you must have for this boss are Comet Azure and Ronnie's Dark Moon, or the Renala's Moon. So then once you got your setup, it doesn't have to be the exact same as mine, just something similar. Oh wait, also for the wondrous whatever it's called, for this flask thing, you want to have it so that you have like infinite FP consumption and extra damage if you have it. This is what I have on mine. These two right here. But that's about all you're gonna need for that. Alright, so once we have all our buffs applied and then we get to the boss, just right off the bat we want to hit her with 2 Ronnie's Dark Moon shots, and then after that we're just going to keep our distance, because she won't do anything unless you attack her. She'll just start like walking, and then once you attack, she'll either do one of two things. She'll either stand still and do nothing and just take it, or she'll do the other thing where she just starts swinging like 8 million times at you. And that's probably why you're watching this video. Like, you're just like, well, how do I get away from that? Well, there's 2 ways that I found that you can counter this completely. So either the first one is you hit her with a Dark Moon shot as she's about to do the attack, and then it'll like stop her. And then the other one would be to just dodge the move completely. So if we slow the attack down, what she'll do is she'll do one swing attack, then she'll do a shorter little one, and then she'll lunge at you. So in order to like stop this, what I'm doing specifically is I'm running away from her, the first one, and the second one I'm running the complete opposite direction from her, then I'm rolling towards her when she lunges at me, and then I'm rolling again so that she can't get me with that final slash. So pretty much once you learn all of that, you're pretty much good for the first stage. But sometimes you can get backed up against a wall, and sometimes she'll just hit you a whole bunch. But as long as you don't die, it should be fine. And then for the second stage, you're gonna need a little bit of luck to pull this off, but I assure you it will happen. The try will come, and you'll be good. So first you want to start off drinking the flask so you can get the infinite FP. You want to roll away and dodge that first initial attack, and then just beam her with the Comet Azure. And then that will do most of her health. And then what we're gonna wait for next is, after we dodge all of her attacks, is sometimes she'll just start over with the attack right again, but if not, just keep dodging her attacks, and then we're just gonna do the same exact thing where we shoot her with Comet Azure, and then she's done for. And then just like that, you've beaten the Malenia. I know I make it look simple, but you guys it might take more than 3 tries for you as it took me. But anyways, that's how you beat Malenia. Please like the video if it helped. Amen.